Good morning, it's your girl Cez, and thank you guys for tuning into my YouTube channel. So today, as you can tell by the title of this video, today is a chit chat story time. Wrong termination. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a part videos. I don't know, just hang on. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick again. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, I was wrongfully terminated, me along my coworker / best friend. If you want to know exactly what happened, I'm gonna start from last year, towards the end of last year, to now that I got terminated. Literally, all this happened within less than 2 months. So stay tuned and let's get to the video. Oh yeah, before anything, if you have not, so please subscribe down below. I will be posting more videos. You know, now that my schedule is free, why not? So I am going to be posting more videos. That is something that I've always wanted to do. I just never had the time to, because either I came home late and blah, blah, blah. But anyhow, like I said, I want to go ahead and start posting more videos. And if you guys have any ideas, please write down below. Also, all my social media, I guess Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat will be listed down below. Yeah, so like I said, please, I hope you like this video. And at the end of all these parts video, let me know what you think about everything. Like, that's my thing. Like, I want to know what you guys think in regards to all this. Anyways, let me stop talking and let's get to the video. So I used to work for this dental office, and I worked here since I came back from Texas. It was an amazing office. I was happy at this office. So that's why I'm shocked. I'm lost for words. Like, how can I explain? I am devastated, or like how my best friend will say, I am flabbergasted that this happened. Only for the sole purpose that I gave it my all towards the end. And I'm pretty sure they saw exactly all the effort that me and my coworker did when everything was falling apart, how we, only us two in the front, brought that office back to life, for only them to be like, bye. I was pissed. So let's start from the beginning. And I think this is legit going to be a part videos because it's very long. Sorry, my piojos are acting up. So the character of the story is the dentist. What is this homegirl's name? What's her title? This is the letter that was given to me when I was terminated, by the way. The field operations manager, the office manager, or former office manager, followed by check-in, middle, checkout, and fourth receptionist. I don't know, maybe the receptionist is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so back in, how can I say it? So with my office manager back in, I want to say November. So people from the higher, corporate company came through. We were all taken by surprise because we weren't aware that they were coming. I mean, by the look of my office manager, she wasn't even aware that they were coming. And next thing you know, they fired her ass too. No offense. They fired her too. And we were in shock because, let me tell you about this office manager. So I don't know how long exactly she's been with the office, but as long as I've been there, when I say that this office manager used to do everything to protect the doctor, I mean literally everything. For us to hear exactly maybe the reason as to why she got fired, we were taken by surprise. Till this day, I can honestly say that I think what they did to fire her was incorrect. It's not fair. I don't think that she did what they are so-called accusing the beginning of the month of November. Like beginning, like entering the month. And for a little while, I think for like that week or two, we were without a manager. Yeah, we were without a manager. So what happened was they appointed one of the front girls who has been there longer. They appointed her, I think, assistant manager. I don't know. I wasn't there. I myself was going through things. They appointed her assistant manager. However, like they told me recently, sometimes people let position get to their head. And I honestly can now say I think she honestly did let this position get to her head. My opinion, once again, how I see it. So apparently we were supposed to be a team up front because it was 4 of us. And little did you know, once she got promoted to assistant manager, literally it became 3 of us. Cool. So sometime, I don't know when, I think like, I don't know. So one of them got big-headed and whatnot. And I don't know, it was just like 2 against 2 sometimes. Like, I felt that I and this other coworker who got terminated with me, I felt like we had to pull the weight of the office, honestly. And no, I'm not just saying this because I'm tooting my own horn. I'm saying this because it's exactly how I felt. Like, my stress from work would follow me home. And I was always in a bad mood. I was always serious. I didn't want to go out anymore. It was just too much. But I didn't care. Like, that's the worst part, is like I did not care. I was still stick through. So one of the girls ended up receiving gifts from a significant other. And apparently, I don't know where this went wrong, but it's just, things happened. I don't know if I can, it's really hard to tell you exactly everything and not, you know, like, I want to say names, I want to say exactly how it happened, but it's just like, I don't know how much information I can give you guys, but I'm trying to like go around the bush type of everything. So how can I say it? So apparently something was purchased with a credit card that does not belong to the other person. Apparently it was done with a certain card that is not in their hands. But because we work in the front, we were supposed to be, you know, have that shield and all this other thing. We don't know how it got released. We don't know anything, but we're not involved in this so-called investigation. I don't understand how I'm involved. Apparently only because I work in the front. Whatever. Like I told the detective of the investigation, I'm like, bruh, just strap me up to a lie detector. I know I'm innocent, so. And I know this other co-worker of mine is also innocent, who got terminated with me. Because homegirl, I mean, when I say she has a very, very strong guilty conscience, she has a very strong guilty conscience. Right before our little Thanksgiving break, we got introduced to this film manager. I could say that I think coming into the office, I think she just wanted to clean her hands, start from a clean slate, you know, 2020, new year, new office type of thing. Because literally, front desk, like with everything that went down, front desk just, they literally just had like, oh, so towards like, okay. So, towards the end of Thanksgiving break, that's when check in with everything that she was going through with the whole accusation and investigation, and then her talking to this field manager, and they were bumping heads. Homegirl was like, you know what? I'm a dip because I'm not going to stick around. I'm not going to take shit from you. You're not going to take shit from me. We're just going to keep bumping heads and I'm out. All right. So then that leaves us 3, technically 2, because like I said, me and this other coworker, we had to pull our own weights while the other one just decided to do God knows what. However, I think the one that let things get to her head, I think, honestly speaking, I think she checked out at the same time the other one did, because yeah. Anywho, so for the month of December, literally it was just me and this fellow coworker that we got terminated together. It was just us 2. And when I say we have around 7 to 10 or more tasks to do that was split up evenly, distributed like evenly in between 4 of us. When I say we had to pull it together, like both of us, we split it both in between both of us. Thankfully, we had help from the back. Like the assistants will come to the front and help us, because Lord knows that we were drowning. Like this office, it didn't look like it, but in the front, it was literally drowning. And you would think having a certain position that you would show up to work and be like, look, I know I requested RTO, like, or this is how I think, like literally how I used to think, because, you know, I used to have this position at another certain office. So how I would see is like, okay, I requested these time off. However, the office that I'm helping manage, you know, because it's assistant manager, I'm assisting it. All right. So, you know, let me go in at least for a few hours, help them out, and then continue doing my business, you know, like, because there's a reason as to why I asked off. No, she literally took it to heart, took it off, and that was it. All right. So sometime around Christmas break, my coworker, keep in mind, in November, my coworker officially became no longer front desk. She became back assistant. Okay. So technically, she wasn't supposed to help out in the front, but because she was nice, oh, my hair is messed up. But because she was nice enough to help us, knowing that we needed the help in the front, she came to the front. All right. So with that being said, you know, she's not receptionist. Keep that in mind. She is not front desk. She is not a receptionist. She is a dental assistant. So what was I saying? So if anything, sometime I think around towards the end of the month, the assistant had texted the so-called assistant manager and was like, hey, you know, who is approving these RTO? Assistant manager still stated her and the field manager. Okay, cool beans. So me and my coworker, because we were living together, we went ahead and decided we're going to take a trip out of the country. I've never been out of the country, and I wanted to go out of the country. And she was going to be my little tour guide because she's been there. And I was going to go with her family. So because technically I'm a receptionist and she's an assistant, we can request off together. Now, if they approve it, cool beans. And if they don't, cool beans too. Because obviously, you know, we understand that if push comes to shove, one of us is going to have to stay back. It's guaranteed. So what happened is we put in our RTO slip. Homegirl came in. It was January 3rd. And this is the funny thing is, like, I remember dates. I'm great with dates. So homegirl came in for that Friday. It was January 3rd. She came in. I saw that she technically really didn't need her. 1, 2, she was running late. So something in me was telling me to text her to tell her not to come in. However, she still showed up. So screw it. So she came in and I told her, I was like, yo, you know, the schedule's slow. You really didn't have to come in. She was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I was, but you know, you're here, you know, I would think you would want the hours because you took so many days off. So she was like, no, you know, I might as well leave. So I do that a lot because that's like deuces. So, we were like, all right, so here comes the assistant. And she was like, before you leave, can you approve or can you look at the RTO slips? So she looks at the RTO slip. She sees a date. She's like, you know what, whatever. She signed it and left. Like I said, I think mentally she was checked out. All right. So that was Friday, January 3rd. We started it all again. Okay. We started it up on January 6th. So our first huddle with this field manager, that's where she announced to everybody that from now on, any days off that we need requested, or, oh my gosh, those are cricket. Any days needed requested off, or any RTOs that needs to be approved, or anything of the sort, goes through her. Keep in mind, January 6th, 2020. Okay, nothing of last year, no. Last year, for last month, I was still under the impression that it was the assistant manager and the field manager doing it. No, instead it was this year, this month, 2 weeks ago, January 6th, or was it last week? January 6th, yeah, it was last week, that she told everybody in the office that anything that has to do that we used to go to the assistant manager for, not only strictly goes to her. Noted. Okay. So, and that she's no longer assistant manager. But technically, she just wanted us to be front desk. No one knew why. No one knew, what's going on. Like, it never questioned anybody. I mean, granted, it questioned me. I'm curious as hell. That's just me. I'm nosy. I'm curious. I want to know what's going on. But if I can't be told, I can't be told. If it's confidential, it's confidential. It's between party A, B, and C, which is the doctor, the field manager, and the assistant manager. Because that's between them. Or so you think. So that's January 6th. January 7th, it was a snow day. We were there. We weren't aware that it was going to snow. And that's when now the former assistant manager's now front desk. She comes, she helps out. And so we weren't aware that it was going to snow. And then so now we're calling patients to come in. And apparently there was a lot of drama going there too. So there was a lot of hostility in the front because like I said, I literally think she mentally checked out. So snow day was cut half day. So we work together, blah, blah, blah. So the next day, January 8th, it's a Wednesday. Same thing goes because of the snow on the 7th, on the 8th, field manager sends out a message saying that we're opening 2 hours delay. So we had to be there at 9:45. Okay, so I guess I'm going to wrap up this part. And I guess there is going to be a part 2 to finish up my timeline. So, but now you get a little short. You're getting part of the story where it starts to add up to all of this. So come January 8th, we were all supposed to be there at 9:45. However, the former assistant manager was not there. It was just me and my coworker. Okay. I asked the field manager if she got in touch with the former assistant manager because, it's not fair that we're pulling our weights. We're doing all of this and she's nowhere to be found. She's the first to come. The last to come in and the first to leave. We never understood why. So on that day, January 8th, that's when she literally, assistant manager came in at 11:30 something, 11:40 around there. She came in, grabbed her things, gave a resignation letter to the fields manager and said, I'm done. All this adds on to how I got terminated. Is because I feel like at this office, they're not doing nothing correct. They're not doing everything correct how they're supposed to. Like I said, when it's a confidential thing, in an office, you're supposed to keep anything and everything in between the dentist, the manager, and the third party. Or that's how I was taught. Or whatever. Instead, they told me why that person got fired or quit. I was given information that not a lot of people knew because, I don't know, I guess there was trust. Keep in mind, there was trust. You accused us of something that there's literally no visual proof. how are you gonna assume that it was just me and her? But yet you trusted me with information as to why that person quit. So I'm confused. Which leads, so that was the 8th. So keep in mind, from the 8th to this past Tuesday, me and my coworker, plus some assistant who would help us, but mainly me and my coworker, we made sure that this office did not drown. When I said I stayed long hours at the office, more than I am used to, I would get home. Keep in mind, I lived a good distance away from the office. I would get home about 8 to 9 at night. Come home, and because of all the stress from there, unfortunately, I would take it out on my boyfriend. And I apologize, of course, but you know, he was pretty much upset. So I did everything for this office to make sure that this office is floating correctly, only to be accused of 2 things. And we will get to those 2 things in our next video. So stay tuned to that. I will try to post it soon before next weekend, but I cannot promise you that. But I will try my well, anyways, like I said, this wraps up this video. I hope you guys like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on. I'm making this video only because the fact that I have reached out to many people and told them my what's going on. And like I said, like I don't want to fight it, but the more and more people come up to me and say, let's fight it, I think it's going to happen. But I'm just devastated at how things went wrong. That's why I'm making this video, because I am hurt of how things went down. I am upset of how things went down. I am angry of the fact that how things went down. But I know there's a purpose to why things happened, and I won't fight it against it. There's a reason why this door was shut, and I don't like it how it was shut. Like, I would have been glad to slam the door by quitting, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I hope you guys like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. I will try to post it as soon as possible. Part 2 finale. Okay, thank you guys, love you.